You can probably hear my cat in the background. So, I don't want to be those YouTubers that are like, you know, I love my life every day, I'm so wonderful, everything's great. No, because today was shitty. So here's what we're doing. We are going to sit down, we are going to film a little video about our top 5 albums of the year and our top 5 heavily rotated songs/albums right now. We're just going to talk about them. And we're just going to have a good little time. And then I'm going to go eat some buffalo chicken and have a great freaking night. With that being said, let's get right into the video. Okay, so let's talk about this. So, in no particular order, I'm going to go through my top 5 albums of the year first. When you ask me what the top album of my year was, I think it's very easy to say it's a Broadway album starring Miss Taylor Louderman, Mean Girls, the original Broadway cast recording. I was very nervous for it, but I've been following Taylor Louderman for years since she was on Bring It On the Musical. And Barrett Wilbert Weed was in Heathers the Musical for the premiere. It was just so great. The album is wonderful. The album's everything I wanted. My number 2 2018 album is Light of Mine by Kyle. I very first heard the song I Spy by Kyle. Absolutely hated it. Could not stand the song. Thought it was trash. Then, fast forward about 8 months. I will insert the picture here. Hopefully. We met Kyle. Logan and I did. We went on a little road trip to Minneapolis. Met Kyle. It was a good old time. I've been obsessed with Kyle ever since like a week after hearing I Spy. I didn't stop listening to it, and this album came out, and I literally listened to the entire album all day, every day. It was so good. On our way to tour, like 2 weeks leading up to his tour, all I listened to was Kyle. So if you have not listened to Light of Mine, because I know Kyle is still not like an on and poppin' singer / rapper, you should probably go listen to it because it's really good. Or, throwback, listen to Just a Picture featuring Kehlani and him. Bops for years. I will never not think that song is not a bop. My number 3 album, I'm actually really excited about because I've been following her for years, and Logan's enjoyed her, and we are going to see her in February. We're seeing her February 15th here in Wisconsin, so it's kind of going to be like a after Valentine's date for us. And it's actually Kelly Clarkson, and the album is Meaning of Life. She released it this year. It's really good. There's a lot of bops. Her last album wasn't as boppy. It was like good, but it wasn't like, dang, listen to these bops. But for some reason, this album is like so good. Heat, I'm pretty sure Logan is so annoyed with how many times I've played that song because it is so dang good. But I can't help it. I literally just have it on repeat. Album number 4 is Miss Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy. Now before all y'all start coming for me, I love Nicki. I love Queen this year. I thought it was a great album. But when it comes down to the tea, when it comes down to the hard-hitting facts, I just listen to Invasion of Privacy more. I mean, like Ring featuring Kehlani, bop. I Do featuring SZA, freaking bop. Be Careful, so good. And it's just a really, like, vibey album, if that makes sense. And like I said, Queen was great. I just had not listened to it enough to be in my top 5 for the year. So, yeah, there's that. Sorry, haters. Can't help ya. My number 5 album of the year is probably... See, it's hard. My number 5 album of the year is going to be a tie. A Brief Inquiry into Online Relationships by the 1975. It's really different sounding, but it's like so good. Be My Mistake is easily the best song on the entire album. So good. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. But equally, I have been listening to The Pains of Growing by Alessia Cara, which came out on the same day as the 1975. I've also been listening to that because I just go through my recently played while I'm at work, or my recently downloaded. So then I played the 1975, and then the next one is Alessia Cara, so I always listen to that. And again, Alessia Cara's sound is so different than her last album, but it's so good, like Nintendo games. So, so good. And Trust My Lonely. I don't know what it is, but those 2 artists this year slayed the game. They came back and said, we're going to have a new sound to our album, and you're all going to love it. And guess what? It worked. I loved it. It's wonderful. It's so good. My honorary mention is probably LM5 by Little Mix. That album has so many bops on it, I can't even. Wasabi, are you kidding? So good. So, so good. We are going to go into my heavily rotated on Apple Music as of right now. This could be really scary. So, let me grab my phone and we'll get into that one. I never know how to find it. I don't know how to work Apple Music. I was one of those hoes that was like, I don't need a streaming service. I'm still gonna buy physical copies. And then when I got the iPhone 10, you get the 3 free months of Apple Music. And now I'm a hoe for streaming services. So right now, my most heavy rotated song is Shotgun by Miss Ryan Destiny from Star. I don't know if y'all watch Star. If you don't watch Star, you probably should, because it's got some freaking bops. If you haven't watched Star, you really should. It has a great storyline, great leading actresses, and Ryan Destiny in this song is like incredible. So, my number 2 album is actually my grandmother's favorite show. For her birthday, it was touring here in Wisconsin, so we took her to go see Fiddler on the Roof. So of course, you see a live production, you have to listen to the album, and I always listen to it a lot. So Fiddler on the Roof is my number 2. My number 3 heavy rotated is Warmer in the Winter by Lindsey Stirling. Has a lot of instrumental Christmas songs, features my girl Becky G, so like you know it's good. My number 4 heavily rotated album is Kelly Clarkson still with Meaning of Life, as you heard earlier in this video. I cannot stop listening to it. I don't know what it is. It's so good. So it's still on my heavily rotated to this day. 5th one is Jesse James Decker On This Holiday. Love Jesse James Decker, E! Entertainment. Please bring Eric and Jesse back. I need it in my life. I love the Lady Gang, but now y'all took that away for the mid-season finale, so why is Eric and Jesse not back? Those are my top 5. Should we give you 7 like we did for the last one? I think we should. My next ones that are heavily rotated is actually another person we saw in concert this year. He was the opener for Kyle, and it's the album Toby Lou and the Loop by Toby Lou. He has a song called Buff Baby that, if you ask Logan, I never stop listening to it. So that's probably why this album is on my heavily rotated. And my 7th is Wild Horse by Raylin, which also we saw her this year, so I'm seeing a trend. I know Wild Horse did not come out this year, but we're doing my heavily rotated, so that doesn't matter. But everything else I mentioned came out this year. I know it was a short video. I appreciate all of you guys tuning in. Like I said, I'm crabby and tired and I just want to eat. We are going to go eat, but before we do that, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your top albums of the year. I love judging other people's music. Just like you're probably judging mine. So yeah, comment down below. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell. It helps out a lot, you guys. Remember, you are loved. Even if I've never met you before, I still love you. And no matter what your situation is, somebody out there loves you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, afternoon, whatever time of day it is you're watching this. I hope it's wonderful. Thank you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful night.
Your dog ran me into a tree.
Good boy.